There's a doll in Las Vegas that visitors are warned not to stare at for too long. Not because it's fragile, not because it's rare, but because people have reportedly fainted, cried uncontrollably, and experienced chest pains after looking at it, which is a strong reaction to porcelain. I cover real objects surrounded by real claims, and the space between belief and explanation. Today's object is called Peggy the Doll. She's currently on display at the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, owned by a paranormal investigator called Zach Baggins. Depending on who you ask, she's either haunted or very persuasive. Peggy reportedly came from a paranormal investigator in the United Kingdom who claimed the doll was linked to poltergeist activity. According to those claims, people who mocked the doll experienced sudden illness. Others reported nightmares. Some said they felt overwhelming dread after simply viewing her photograph. Yes, just a photograph, which is impressive reach for something that does not move. When Peggy was acquired and placed inside the museum, reports intensified. Visitors allegedly experienced nausea, chest tightness, headaches, and emotional breakdowns. Some reportedly fainted, which is not typical museum behavior. Peggy is displayed behind glass. Visitors are advised not to taunt her and not to stare at her for too long. Again, unusual instructions for decorative antiques. Baggins has publicly stated that visitors viewing Peggy have experienced unexplained reactions. People have described sudden fear, dizziness, or the sensation of being watched. Some have said they felt intense sadness or anxiety after leaving the exhibit. Now, to be fair, the Haunted Museum is not designed to be comforting. It's dim, it's dramatic, it's built around unsettling artifacts. If you walk into a room expecting something to happen, your body is remarkably cooperative. Still, Peggy remains one of the museum's most talked about exhibits because she moves, but because people react, and reaction is very powerful. Here's what's confirmed. Peggy exists. She is displayed publicly. Visitors are warned about her. What's not confirmed? That she causes illness, that she's possessed, that viewing her image can physically harm someone. There are no medical studies linking Peggy to injury, no scientific verification of paranormal activity, and thousands of visitors have viewed her without even one incident. That part rarely trends online. Psychologists would point to suggestion. If someone tells you something is dangerous, your body can respond accordingly. Racing heart, sweaty palms, shortness of breath. All very real sensations, especially in a dark theatrical environment. Context does matter. And yet, Peggy continues to generate strong reactions. Even skeptics tend to keep their distance, which is interesting, because skepticism usually comes with confidence. If she's just porcelain and fabric, why do people still behave cautiously? Why does the warning remain? If nothing was happening, the story would fade. Instead, it circulates, which suggests one of three things. The environment amplifies emotion, the narrative is powerful, or something about the object generally unsettles people. And those possibilities don't cancel each other out. Peggy still sits behind glass, still unmoving, still quiet. She hasn't been sealed away permanently. She hasn't been removed from public view, which suggests she isn't catastrophic. But the caution remains. Visitors still approach her carefully, and that's what keeps the story alive. Because if she's just a doll, why does almost everyone feel the need to act differently around her? If you're interested in real objects surrounded by claims, reactions, and unsolved explanations, there's a lot more coming your way.